Kimberly George is a successful marketer and fundraiser for nonprofit organizations. 2 decades of work and her strong faith helped prepare Kimberly for a difficult season just a few years ago.
As a new empty nester, very alone in a place that I never was prepared for, found myself divorced at the end of 2019, needing a new home. As a single income mom, I was approved for a mortgage of a new build. Shortly after I moved in, COVID hit. As difficult as that was during lockdown, Chattanooga area experienced an F3 tornado. Neighbors had total losses of homes. The home I had just moved from was damaged.
Fortunately, her new house was spared. However, Kimberly soon received stunning news.
After 60, 70-hour weeks working on the front lines, for this nonprofit, I then am called into my boss's office and am told after a 21-year career, I no longer have a job because of COVID restructuring.
Without a job, her faith was tested. Yet she was encouraged as she remembered what her mom had taught her about giving when Kimberly was a young girl.
To give, to tithe, to take care of those who are in need. My mom kept us in church when we were little, and we got an allowance. Even though it was just $1, 10% needed to go in every week. And I would put a dime in the giving envelope.
That spirit of giving as a child now helped her be obedient to God's direction when she didn't know how to make ends meet.
Was watching church because that's what we did during COVID. Well, when the giving slide came up, I audibly heard from God, "Do you trust me?" And I said, "Of course I trust you, Lord. God, I just lost my job, remember?" He's like, "Make a tithe and make it reoccurring." I was like, "Okay, I trust you." And I did. In faith, made that gift. Boy, has he blessed me. My home that I was still on the mortgage of, that went through damage of the tornado, I had to sell, but it appraised for $80,000 more than I had expected. And I just attribute that to God. It was money that I never, ever thought that would come.
Kimberly used the money to start her own public relations and fundraising business.
Friends really encouraged me to build that business that I had on my heart, and I know that God had wanted me to build, called George Communications. And so now the talents that God gave me through my work at several nonprofits, I now do for multiple nonprofits. He brought to me. In 9 months, I was able to recoup my entire income that it took me 21 years to build. In the Bible, it tells us to trust him, that if we give, he is going to bless us. As long as I've been faithful and I have trusted God, he has provided. Tithing to me is honoring God, obedience, trusting, and it's totally having faith in God.